So we're going to make some sweet potato gnocchi. This recipe is super easy, any idiot could do it. Yes, even you. So you start by just baking the shit out of some sweet potato. You know it's done when you can like drop a fork in it and it goes through super easy. All you're going to do then, unwrap it, cut it in half just to let the steam out, because basically we're just trying to get rid of as much moisture as we can. Leave it sitting there for 10 minutes and then we'll come back to it. Scoop out all the innards, mix it with some flour. That's pretty much how you do it. I mean, still watch, you might learn something, might get a tidbit of information you never knew. Alright, so we're going to leave these just to let all the potato juice steam off. This is an excessive amount of potato. I'm making quite a bit of gnocchi. You could pretty much just do it with like one medium sweet potato, feed 2 or 3 people pretty easy. The more moisture you get out of it in this process, the less flour you're going to use, which is, I don't know, usually my goal. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, so now that they've stopped steaming potato juice, they're pretty cool. We're going to gut the carcasses, put them in a bowl and then mash them up, ready to make a dough with some flour. It should be pretty easy. The beauty of this recipe is you feel like you've accomplished something and really you've just done a lot of sitting around and looking at memes all day, which is the best. So after you've looked through every drawer in your house for the potato masher, you're going to mash this up. You can use a potato ricer if you have one. Gets a pretty good fine consistency, but basically we just want it all to be like a mush, I guess. So yeah, just mush away. Alright, so once we've got a fairly consistent consistency, we're going to add some flour. I'm just putting some aside for another thing. Your generic no-name flour. I often use wholemeal flour. This is just white bread flour. See how it goes. So I don't know how much you put in. Basically just as little as you can to make it a dough. For this much it's going to be at least sort of a cup, I'd say. So we're just going to put in about that much. Mix it up and see where we're at. Put some flour on the bench and then knead it out. It's okay if it's still a little sticky because we can just pour more flour on it and knead it in. So you've kneaded that into something that resembles a dough. You can take off a bit of a chunk. I just use a bit more flour here. You're gonna roll it into like a bit of a thin sausage. Ideally, I would have put more flour in the bowl to begin with. I had to add quite a bit of flour, but you know, you get that when you're making it up as you go along. So we got our sausagey thing. That looks like a very skinny long sausage. Put it on our board, then we cut it into shapes. You can definitely add a pattern with a fork or something, I don't really know. I just leave it in little pillows, just like that. And that's it, you just go through the whole bit of dough, cutting your bits as so. So that's our finished gnocchi. Don't stress about how you cut it, because the shittier you cut it, the more rustic it becomes. Also, don't stress if your bench looks like that, you know, sometimes it just happens. Yeah, next step, we're going to cook it. So we added our delicious little gnocchis to the boiling water, just salted boiling water, and once they start rising you pull them out, put them on a plate. That's what we're going to do now. So this is how we elevate them from fairly good to just the best thing you've ever eaten. We pan fry these suckers.